Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Let's see. Absalom revolted against David, and then also Absalom went on the roof of the palace and had sex with all the stepmoms. Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, with all of David's concubines that he left behind.
Right, yeah.
Yep, okay. That's pretty much what happened.
Okay, all right.
Because he's a sumbitch.
Right.
Because I don't care. I had sympathy for him for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
Right.
And I was like, nope, never mind. Sympathy revoked.
Right.
Burn in hell.
So, I do want to make a quick announcement here.
Ooh, what is it?
And we're just going to give a shout out to a new patron
that
we have. Yeah. So, big thank you to Clara W.
Clara W.
For becoming our newest patron on Patreon.
Wow, thank you, Clara. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate it. And it's never not cool to us.
It's never not cool.
Right?
It never ceases to amaze that y'all are so supportive and that you actually like what we're doing.
Yeah, and if you'd like to help us out, you know where to head, I think, by now. It's over at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse. We got prices ranging anywhere from $2 to $100. So just pick what you like and help us out, and we'll, and then you got like direct access to us and shit. So
I know, and we did just release a Patreon members only episode.
Yeah, about coffee.
And it was fun, you guys.
It was. All right, well, so now we're going to be getting into our episode. We just covered that was 2 Samuel chapter
16.
And we're going into 2 Samuel chapter
17.
Let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, 2 Samuel chapter 17.
All right.
I've got a headline here, but I'm not going to read it because it's not
because we're doing that new thing where we're not reading them because, we don't want to give away the whole fucking chapter.
And it's not part of the original Bible text.
Right, as we learned in the last Q&A that we did.
Yeah. So here we go. Don't have any idea what's happening.
Right, none.
Well,
although last time, we had the things happen that we said in the intro. So now there's more, probably. What? The Absalom, he revolted and then he, had sex with his stepmoms.
Well, yeah, but that's a recap.
Right,
that's
no, I know. And I'm just saying we're going forward from there, that's all.
Oh, I thought you were, saying except now, you know that.
No.
And I'm like, no, that's no. What?
No.
Okay, now, Ahithophel urged Absalom, let me choose 12,000 men to start out after David tonight. I'll catch up with him while he's weary and discouraged.
Yeah.
He and his troops will panic, and everyone will run away. Then I will kill only the king, and I will bring back all the people to you as a bride returns to her husband.
Wait, so everybody's going to run away except for the king, except for David?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would David just stay there and be like,
Okay, so I have to tell you, I just discovered this evening on Twitter, my child brought this to my attention, that there's a Jar Jar Binks translator, and you can take any text and put it through the Jar Jar Binks translator, and it will put it in his speech. And so that's what I'm thinking of when it's but why would everybody run away? Because of David. He's a stay.
Jesus Christ.
Because that's about how stupid it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just so enthralled and entranced with that Twitter thing.
I know you are.
I know. You could not drag me off of it to get me in here to do this.
No, it's like fucking 2 a.m. and we're doing our podcast because, Jar Jar Binks.
Okay, but I hate Jar Jar, but the translator, like, think of the most angering political or religious or whatever tweet and then put it through the Jar Jar Binks translator, and that automatically makes it even stupider and funnier.
Got it, yeah.
So, it was good stuff. Okay. After all, it is only one man's life that you seek. So he's like trying to do his best. He's like, let's just not kill all the people. Just David, right?
Just David,
right? Then you will be at peace with all the people. Yeah, they're not going to mind. All the guys that went off with David, they're not going to mind.
They don't actually like him or anything.
Yeah.
He's just,
Yeah, they're not following him. They didn't just leave the whole fucking city to, choose sides with him or anything.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it'll be fine. This plan seemed good to Absalom and to all the elders of Israel.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're stupid. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck makes you think, like you said, that all those people are just gonna leave David on his own?
Right.
And then you guys are gonna be able to get in there and kill David, and then all the people will be like, womp womp,
yeah,
oh well.
Bad plan.
Yeah. But then Absalom said, bring in Hushai and Archite. Let's see what he... Oh, you know what? Let me reread that.
Okay.
Bring in Hushai the Archite.
Okay.
Not and Archite.
Right.
The Archite.
Got it.
Let's see what he thinks about this.
Okay.
When Hushai arrived, Absalom told him what Ahithophel had said. Then he asked, what is your opinion? Should we follow Ahithophel's advice? If not, what do you suggest?
Yeah.
Well,
Hushai
replied to Absalom.
He does not agree, I take it.
This time, Ahithophel has made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know your father and his men. They are mighty warriors.
Right.
Right now, they are as enraged as a mother bear who has been robbed of her cubs. I'm just going to stop right here and say, that is 2 times that we've had some kind of weird simile thing happen, just like in the space of a paragraph.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they were saying that, let's see, he's weary, his troops, and, as a bride returns to her husband, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're saying,
as a mother bear who lost her cubs.
Yeah, as a mother bear has been robbed of her cubs.
Right.
That's just weird, right? Like, all of a sudden we're approaching simile and metaphor.
Well, it's been used throughout the Bible.
Not a lot. This is very like, let's be poetic and literary all of a sudden. Let's put flowers in it. Like, okay, who was high that day and was like, I need to pretty this up.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Yep.
I see you, writer.
Yeah.
And remember that your father is an experienced man of war.
Yeah.
He won't be spending the night among the troops. He is probably already hidden in some pit or cave. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Well, he just goes, that's actually dumb. Why would you go away from your... That's really dumb.
Yeah. And when he comes out and attacks few of your men fall, there will be panic among your troops. And the word will spread that Absalom's men are being slaughtered.
Right.
Then... even the bravest soldiers, though they have the heart of a lion, do they?
I don't know.
Metaphor?
Yeah.
Will be paralyzed with fear. For all Israel knows what a mighty warrior.
What?
Mighty warrior. I apologize. I'm tired and also dyslexic again.
Right.
What a mighty warrior your father is and how courageous his men are.
Yeah.
I recommend, he's not wrong.
No, he's not. No, definitely.
I recommend that you mobilize the entire army of Israel, bringing them from as far away as Dan in the north and Beersheba in the south. That way, You will have an army as numerous as the sand on the seashore. That is an exaggeration, my friend.
As always when they bring that up.
The stars in the sky and the sand on the beach.
Yeah.
Fuck you on your bad counting.
Right.
And I advise that you personally lead the troops. When we find Dave, that's funny to
Why?
me. You personally, you be up front. You go up front.
Okay.
You don't send it. It's like when we're watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, and you know how Picard doesn't go on the away trips, but then when we were watching some of the original ones, the original series, and like what's his name, Shatner,
Right.
he always went on every single away team.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's dumb. You don't send out your captain.
Yeah, but I feel like back
lead.
then, a lot of the times the leaders did lead their troops. But
it was dumb of them.
I'm not saying it wasn't dumb.
Because they're gonna die. They're in front.
Well,
it's stupid.
Maybe they'll fade to the back,
Okay. I'm just saying.
Right.
Are you saying now? Are you taking it back? Are you
No.
that
I'm saying like
Shatner was right to go on all the away teams?
No. I'm saying like Absalom is gonna like lead the troops right up to the point where he runs into the David's troop, and then he's gonna be like, charge, and then he just stands there. Right? Yeah. Everybody charges past him, and he just stands there like, okay.
I'm just counting. I'm just standing here counting.
And he follows up to clean up the mess.
Okay. Well,
he's got to rally them, Like, you got to get them all hyped.
I don't think he should lead. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I think that's a bad plan.
Okay.
Especially back then. You know what I mean? Like, those people, they didn't have antibiotics. They didn't have good weaponry. They were dumb, okay?
Yeah.
He should not be in front.
Okay.
When we find David, we'll fall on him like dew that falls on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got some serious poetry.
Heavy. It's pretty heavy.
This is heavy-handed poetry happening here.
Yeah.
Then neither he nor any of his men will be left alive. We're gonna get them.
Right.
Get them all. And if David were to escape into some town, you will have all Israel there at your command.
Yeah.
Then we can take ropes and drag the walls of the town into the nearest valley until every stone is torn down.
Because this time blowing horns won't work.
Right, and also because knocking down your own fucking villages is very smart.
Right.
I mean, that's exactly what you do when you're trying to find one guy. You definitely knock down your whole entire town.
Yeah.
Right? Then Absalom and all the men of Israel said, Hushai's advice is better than Ahithophel's. For the Lord had determined to defeat the counsel of Ahithophel, which really was the better plan, so that he could bring disaster on Absalom! !
Okay.
We've got the writers of the Bible here telling us that God he should have done what Ahithophel said. That was the better plan.
Okay.
Okay?
I mean, that was a weird way to phrase it, though.
Right?
Like, they just... Yeah, okay. All right.
I think they're both dumb plans, personally.
Right.
But
okay. Like, who did God tell? Like, they didn't really say... Like, nobody, like, said that God said this, right?
No, they're just like...
They're just like, God's thinking this over there somewhere.
We're guessing what God thought.
But apparently, God did want Absalom to win. Maybe. Well, but he favored one of the plans.
He favored the worst plan so that, quote, he could bring disaster on Absalom.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hushai told Zadok and Abiathar, the priests, what Ahithophel had said to Absalom and the elders of Israel, and what he himself had advised instead. Quick, he told them, find David and because these are the spies.
Yeah.
Remember?
Right.
Find David and urge him not to stay at the shallows of the Jordan River tonight. He must go across at once into the wilderness beyond.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Right.
Otherwise, he will die and his entire army with him.
Yeah.
Psst, shh, go. Yeah. Jonathan and Ahimaaz, the sons, have been staying at Enraged so as not to be seen entering and leaving the city. Arrangements had been made for a servant girl to bring them the message they were to take to King David. Wow, they trusted a girl to bring them that message,
Yeah, that's interesting.
I guess girls are more than just sperm banks.
Right.
Interesting. But, a boy spotted them at enraged.
Oh, no.
He told Absalom about it. Fuck that boy. So they quickly escaped to Bahurim, where a man hid them down inside a well in his courtyard.
Wow.
That just gave me goosebumps, and I have the heebs now. I cannot stand the thought of hiding in a well. That is terrifying.
It's not like if somebody finds you, you're fucked.
I mean...
seriously, like, there's no...
Yeah.
You were done.
And also, you're completely 100% dependent upon somebody throwing down a rope to get you out.
Right.
Like, I don't know why, but that, like... You know what it is? I think when I was a kid, there was a story about, this kid that fell down a well.
Right.
And then I've just been scared ever since.
Yeah.
Like, I don't walk on grates. Because,
Yeah.
you could fall, right?
Sure.
That grate will break, and then you're going to fall in, and you'll be stuck there forever.
Right.
Ugh.
Yep.
The man's wife put a cloth over the top of the well and scattered grain on it to dry in the sun, so no one suspected they were there. That's smart.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you look down the well?
I don't know.
I don't know. If you're looking for this dude, and
that's a crazy ass place to hide, though. Mm-hmm. So
But still,
it could work.
I mean, okay. When Absalom's men arrived, they asked her, "Have you seen Ahimaaz and Jonathan?" The woman replied, "They were here, but they crossed over by the brook."
Right.
Absalom's men looked for them without success and returned to Jerusalem.
They didn't go to the brook.
No.
Why wouldn't they go to the brook?
No, they
went to the brook, it said.
No, they looked for them without success.
Right, but the woman said that they were here and then they went across the brook.
They went to the brook, so then they went and looked for them without success and returned to Jerusalem.
Oh, I thought they meant they looked for them on their proproperty, like they were looking for them there. Okay.
Then the two men crawled out of the well and hurried on to King David. "Quick!" they told him. "Cross the Jordan tonight!" Exclamation point!
Yeah.
And they told him how Ahithophel had advised that he be captured and killed.
Right.
Damn.
Yep.
Like, that shows that he really did pick that other side.
Yeah.
So David and all the people with him went across the Jordan River during the night, and they were all on the other bank before dawn. When Ahithophel realized that his advice had not been followed, he saddled his donkey, went to his hometown, set his affairs in order, and hanged himself.
What the fuck?
He's like, "You're not going to follow my advice?
Damn.
Fuck you then. I'll just die."
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, he's trying to, like, get in good favor with the king, and the king was like, "I don't like your plan."
Right. Still, that's crazy.
I think he realized he picked the wrong side.
Okay. All right.
Because he always gave the best advice, right?
Right.
That's why David sent in spies to try to counter the advice. And so when what's his name, Absalom didn't take his advice, he knew. He knew, oh shit, I threw in with the wrong guy.
Got it.
So he died there and was buried in the family tomb. David soon arrived at Mahanaim. By now, Absalom had mobilized the entire army of Israel and was leading his troops across the Jordan River. Absalom had appointed Amasa as commander of his army, replacing Joab, who had been commander under David. Amasa was Joab's cousin. His father was... Oh, I'm so sorry. This is parentheses voice.
Got it.
Amasa was Joab's cousin. His father was Jether, an Ishmaelite. His mother, Abigail, daughter of Nahash, was the sister of Joab's mother, Zeruiah.
Okay.
Do you care?
No.
I don't either.
I don't.
Absalom and the entire Israelite army set up camp in the land of Gilead. Guess what?
What?
We live in Gilead today.
What?
Well, I mean, if you watch the show or read the book, The Handmaid's Tale, Gilead was, the country that had been taken over by radical religious freakazoids that think that women are nothing better than sperm banks.
Right.
And that's where we are today.
Got it.
So we live in Gilead now.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
When David arrived at Mahanaim, he was warmly greeted by Shobi, son of Nahash, who came from Rabbah of the Ammonites and by Machir, son of Amiel from Lodabar, and by Barzillai of Gilead from Rogelim.
Okay.
Okay. Those guys.
Yeah. They
From
always
all
say
those
these people
places.
like warmly greet them, but I
Yeah.
mean, there's an army.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do?
Sup?
You know, like, fuck off.
Right?
No. Okay.
No, you're gonna do like that guy did to Rudy Giuliani. Sup, scumbag.
Right.
They brought sleeping mats, cooking pots, serving bowls, wheat and barley, flour and roasted grain, beans, lentils, honey, butter, sheep, goats, and cheese for David and those who were there with him.
Sounds like a party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A barley party, if you will. They had barley, therefore it's a barley party.
I got it.
For they said, "You must all be very hungry and tired and thirsty after your long march through the wilderness." The end.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure they are, you know? Like.
But what an odd place to stop.
Right.
So can I read the headline now?
Yes, read the headline now.
The headline was The Counsel of Ahithophel and Hushai.
Oh.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have really given away that much, I guess.
I know, but I couldn't know that not having read it yet.
Right. No, I get it.
So
all right.
So that's what it was about.
It was kind of a boring chapter.
I mean,
Spies telling David run away and don't you like. It was like yeah.
I mean, there was a suicide.
There was.
And there really should have been a spoiler for that, like trigger warning. Yikes.
Right.
You know, hey, don't think that just because your boss doesn't like your plan that you are not a person worthy of life.
Right.
Guys.
Right.
Listeners, people, you matter, and your boss probably sucks anyway.
Definitely.
Don't listen to your boss.
Usually they do.
Don't listen to your boss. Listen to me.
Right.
Your plan, you know what? Even if your plan was trash, maybe it was. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Maybe your plan was trash, guys. But don't kill yourself over it.
Right.
You matter.
Yeah.
Okay?
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it for today, right?
It was it for today.
All right. So that was 2 Samuel chapter 17.
And tomorrow we'll be back for 2 Samuel chapter 18.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.